See, you have the paper 2, physics paper 2. We have to see the experiment for the paper 2. Experiment number 1 is nothing but to determine the absolute and relative error in the measurement of the density. Then second experiment is there to adjust the spectrometer by using the Sluster's method that you have to see. And experiment third is nothing but the study tool report is there. Okay, that only things are there in this particular paper that we have to see. Today we will see the experiment number 1. We have to measure the relative and absolute error in the density. As we know, an important component of a science an important component of the science student's education is to learn how to handle and interpret experimental data and results. This includes the development of the methodologies data to find needed to estimate the errors inherent in various types of the measurement and techniques. For testing data to find out if these errors estimates are valid and the understanding of the way errors propagate through calculations made using experimental data. Learning how to handle experimental errors will be very useful also in the science and the technology. What is the absolute error? It may be defined as the magnitude of difference between the actual and the individual value of any quantity in a question. Absolute error is nothing but a difference between the measured value and its actual value. To find out the absolute error, you should have to measurement whatever values, at which point you would like to take the difference between the approximated value and the original value. Absolute error is nothing but a difference between the measured value and its actual value, that you have to remember. This is very much important. Suppose we measure any given quantity for an n number of times, and a1, a2, a2, a3 up to the n are the individual value, then arithmetic mean of these values will nothing but the n, which is equal to a1 plus a2 up to the n divided by n. Arithmetic mean, you know, we are summing up all the values and then we are dividing by that number. You will get the particular mean. Then we have to see the absolute error is nothing but delta a1 is equal to am minus a1, delta a2 is nothing but am minus a2, like this. Then we have to take the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error is nothing but a delta a mean, which is nothing but a summation of all these delta a values divided by n. That will give you the mean absolute error. Absolute error, how we can calculate? For the individual measurement, you can calculate it. For the a1, let's say delta a1 is equal to m minus a1. For n up to the n, you can take delta n is equal to m minus n. Then the mean absolute error is nothing but a delta a mean is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to I is equal to n. Summation is there, delta a I divided by n. While calculating the absolute mean value, don't consider the positive and the negative sign in this in its value. That's why the mod is there. You can see that two lines are there, square is there. That is for the only you have to consider the their magnitude, not the direction. Relative error or say fractional error, it is defined as the ratio of mean absolute error to the mean value of the measured quantity. Suppose the measurement has some errors compared to the true values. Relative error decides how incorrect and quality is from n number considered to be true. Unlike absolute error, where the error decides how much the measured value derivates deviates from the true value, the relative error is exposed as a percentage error. Ratio of absolute error to the true value tells the percentage error. First of all, the relative error is there. Delta is equal to mean absolute value or divided by mean value is equal to delta A mean divided by AM. Then the percentage error, it is the relative error measured in the percentage. Percentage error is nothing but a mean absolute value divided by mean value divided into the 100. That is the your percentage error. Now we can see the observations. Density values are given. You can take the mean of these all particular density values. Then we will make the round of it. Here in the table you can see 1.3275 is there. You can take it is directly 1.33. Then absolute error you can calculate for the individual value. Okay. Then absolute mean you can take. Absolute mean means nothing but this. You have to sum it and you have to divide that all these things. And then relative error we have to find. Relative error is nothing but the mean absolute value divided by mean value, and percentage you have to multiply by that value by the 100, it will become the percentage. Very simple experiment it is. Please go through this experiment if you are not getting it. Very simple it is. You have provided the values of the densities and you have to take first of all the mean of that density. Then from this mean, what we have to do, you have to take the absolute error, then you have to take the absolute mean, then the relative error, and finally the percentage error. This is the experiment that you have in the physics 2 experiment number 1 that you have to write on the pages, then you have to submit it.